Okay, this time I'm gonna use this. It's something of a safeguard if I fuck up next time, and I can't tell if those hookshot targets are on a timer, or if they just reset because I left the room. Either way, it seems like I'm commentating now, so hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. My guest is still here. I could have finished this dungeon by now, but nope, I'm keeping you here because I'm just an arse like that.
Bit like these game devs.
Basically. Now, which way do I... Can I not do, after all? This may have been a miscalculation. I think, despite expectations, I think I still can't do this yet. Which is something of a... I suppose an anticlimax. Oh no, there is some time. I've wasted plenty of time trying to get to here, but... it doesn't help that I... Like, the timer on that switch is, it's an audio cue, and I can't hear audio because this is... See, if I'd just bothered to get the thing, then... I just hope it's not a key in that chest. I don't know what it could be. I think a key is the only thing it could be, but... There's an item that well, it's not really an item, but a thing that I could go back and get. And I kind of don't want to, but if I did, that would make this so much easier. I'm going to give it one last shot, and if I can't do it, then I'll just include this in my sweep of all the shit that I didn't do that I'll come back and do after I finish the rest of the game. Because there's plenty of stuff that I haven't done that needs doing. Now, do I have even remotely enough time to get the rest of the way there? Nope, that's a resounding no. Okay, I'm going to come back to this later then. Well, that was fun.
Screw you, Temple.
Yes, and if I could just... Link, you are avoiding that hole like a professional. Like the aforementioned fabulous prostitute. And I need a key, and that's probably what's in that chest. Well, bugger. Maybe... Okay, Link, would you mind terribly just climbing out of the hole? I know you went to great lengths to go deep and inside that orifice. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm sure there are other branches of the temple that I could explore. Maybe there's another key elsewhere. And I'm so sad because I remembered the world's dickest key. That's not really a description, is it? Actually, I don't think there is anywhere else in the temple that I can go. I think that's the only other... I could just look at the map. I could just look at the fucking map, couldn't I? So...
Oh, I'm glad that there's a map. I didn't realise that there was a map. Map. Oh, you got it at the beginning, didn't you? Oh,
well done. Well, there's a couple of other places I could go. I'll give them a try, because, I mean, at this point, because of me and my awkwardness and my indecision and shit, how the fuck do I get out of here?
I don't know, but every time you're in this room, I keep looking at the map in the bottom right-hand corner and thinking, it's reverse Pac-Man!
Reverse Pac-Man. I have to make this jump again. And take minimal damage as a result. So because of my indecision and general inconvenience... you know what, I've actually completely forgotten what it was I was saying, but I'm going to go back and do something in a different room. Because of my awkwardness, we have an entire episode for me to just generally dick around and have a fantastic time. So... Wow. That just there. Avoid one set of fiery walls and walk face first into another, not even realising that it's there. That's... I wouldn't say that's a metaphor, that's more like... I don't know, that moment where you're aware that you're coming up towards some automatic sliding glass doors, and you think... You think that they're closed, and so when they open in front of... No, when they are open, and when they close, you walk into the wrong bit and get hit in the face by glass something. I don't know, I'm sure there's a valuable life lesson in there somewhere, but fucked if I can find it.
There's... Where I used to work, I've just recently switched buildings, but we used to have these swipe cards, and then the most skinniest, like only anorexics can get in them. Revolving doors that only revolve very, very quickly when you swipe your card and it goes beep, and then you've got to be like inside the door with a bag, like ready to go. It's like a little rocket launcher. But if you aren't quick enough, and sadly I do have a little bit of a sizable derriere, not quite black American, but it's there, it's growing, and some bitch tits too. So I struggle to like get in the door with a bag with a massive laptop in. I'm like, yeah, right, I'm ready. And then without warning, it'll be like a 1 or 2 second delay, and then it'll go and whip you round. But if you're not quick enough to go with it and you smack your ass on the backwards, it doesn't just like swoop you along with it. Nope. It stops. A massive light flashes at the very top as if to say, you twat. And then what it does is it slowly reverses you back out again. So it like spits you back out the other side. And the woman at reception, she's such an evil bitch. She's just like, oh, another one. And it's like every day you're like, do I survive the doors? It was the only thing worthwhile going to work for.
And in other news, I made this appear, but I should be able to make another one appear, and I don't know where it is. So, fun times. I could just roll straight off the ledge, that's a possibility. What am I doing with my life? Where am I going? Is there another switch in here that I missed? That's also a distinct possibility. And there's a chest that I missed somehow, so could go and grab that. See, this is all non-required material as well. I swear to fuck, if this is that key that I missed, then I will be mildly displeased, but it probably won't be. He says that and it nope, okay, yeah, it's just bombs, okay.
No.
But now my question is, where is that other Song of Time block? Because this is all optional stuff. I could just go and beat the boss and be done with it. But no, my pride won't let me. Even though I've already had to give up on one part of the temple, but still.
So
anything?
You strike me as an extreme completionist.
I am. I'm just a completionist at heart, but with limited patience.
Have you got any games in your collection where you're like, I will never ever be bothered or asked to 100% of that?
I guess it depends on your definition of 100%, which I know sounds like a stupid thing, but like I'm saying, does that include like achievements and shit? But I'm sure the answer's yes, no matter how you define it. So I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I feel like I've had that feeling before. I just look away to check how long I've been recording, and just blindly mashing the B button, hoping that I'm about to run into an enemy. Oh good, there's three of them. It's a regular lizard gangbang up in this temple.
They look quite cute for lizards, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's the aquamarineness of it all.
Aquamarinus. Okay.
Aquamarinus.
Oh. That does remind me, and I'm sure I've told this story before, but when I was in my second year of A-level English, as it was, there were only 4 boys in the class, including myself, and literally like 20 girls, including the teacher. And we were talking about various like accents and dialects and shit. And she was talking about the varying degrees of an accent. And then she gets onto the subject of received pronunciation. And she refers to the concept of an accent's penis. And she couldn't understand why the 4 boys, including myself, were just sitting there giggling our asses off.
I don't even know what I can only think of the penis. I don't even know what the first thing is. Or what she's trying to say. So I'm just giggling at penis. Because I'm me.
It's the amount by which someone has received pronunciation, so RP-ness, but I refuse to get past that.
Sorry. I'm with you there.
What is the point of this block? I can't do anything with it. There's nowhere else that I can stuff. I may have to abandon this until I come back as well, because I'm so sick of playing the Song of Time, and I haven't even heard it yet. Sorely tempted to say, fuck it, and then just go straight into the boss room and call it a dungeon, to be quite honest.
I have visions of you going to bed, and then like... I'm going to say this all in one sentence. Fingering the Song of Time in your sleep.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. And I didn't realise that would split me all the way out here, but that's okay, because the boss room is like the very first fuck of the temple. Not helping the mental image, is it?
Not really. Abused Link.
Okay. Fire Temple.
Yay!
Take 2, although we've done most of the stuff already, and the rest of it's just me trying to be cool, and I need to open the boss Need more magic. I had plenty of magic, and then the forest temple happened, and I needed to abuse the fuck out of Faro's wind, which sounds like a condition, but it's it's teleport magic, and I had to use it several times because I fucked up quite a bit. And so now I have almost no magic, which is sort of sad because, oh shit, while I was outside the dungeon I could have gone and got an upgrade for my magic, but no, I'm going in and fighting the boss now, and damned if I can be stopped. Assuming I don't have to climb all the way back up through the dungeon and re-hit that central pillar again, because that was the whole reason of climbing all the way to the top of the dungeon, even once we had the boss key. Because we can't get to the boss door, but now we can. So...
I feel like you need to do like a Christmas challenge of this, but where you're trying to play this game on a guitar controller. It would work for the Song of Time.
As for the rest of it, though, no idea. Do I still have a fairy? Just foolishly realising, okay, I do.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Marvellous. Now, so there's this boss, which is, as I mentioned in a few episodes, the episode in between the Forest and Fire Temples, this boss is 2 letters away from being named after the German word for full vagina. Volvagia, the fire dragon beast ass thing with the hair.
Not cultivated. Oh god, it really does look like. Do you think that... Surely that must have been intentional. Especially as it's a snake dragon thing.
Well, honestly, who can say? And you can just take a hammer to the face, because you have a face, and I will kill your face with my face. Except it's not my face, it's my hammer. And I don't remember... Do I need to keep using... Do I need to hammer it once? Or... Do I keep hammering, or do I do sword things? I don't remember. This looks like hammer things, and then sword things come later. Tee-hee.
That's called foreplay, children.
I honestly can't think of anything to say that can follow that.
I do think that this boss looks very pretty, actually.
Oh, absolutely. Who did its hair? Because I'm slightly jealous.
Tips from Style Games.
I whip my hair back and forth, and occasionally it does several amounts of damage. Did I come in here with full health? Because I'm not exactly the healthiest at the moment, and this could be because I'm just so done with this temple and its nonsense. And now it's raiding some sort of meatball testicle nonsense, or rocks, or possibly even shit. I don't know. I doubt you'd even be able to tell in the moment either, because sulfur is a thing that smells of stuff in volcanoes. So, if it is shit, you wouldn't know. And oh, I can slash you with the sword now. That's probably the least efficient I've been with any of the bosses so far. Although, to be fair, I haven't edited the 3rd boss yet, but I seem to recall having a bit of a time with that. But I mean, the first 2 went well, and then the last one went adequately, and then there's this.
I'm assuming that they're progressively harder, though, as you go through.
In theory.
Or is it like a tactic thing?
It's... I think, to an extent, part of the hardness comes from you have more hearts, so you can tank more of it, so you don't have to be strategic, but it helps. Okay. Okay, just let me get one hit in, and then... I swear, the professional players of video games would have had this done by now, and I can't feel my right leg! I've had it crossed over the left for the past hour or so while I've been recording, and now I can't... It's... You ever had that feeling where... I don't know, some sort of combination of pins and needles and not being able to feel, and that somehow makes your leg feel really fat? Well, that's what's going on right now.
I know exactly what you mean.
I would say maybe it's a British thing, but why the fuck would that be a British thing? I spend too much time around Americans, and... Oh, there we go. There we go. All this talk of dead legs has put rest to the dragon named after the German concept of filling a vagina with shit. Or something, I don't know. No, that's an Alabama Hot Pocket, so never mind.
That escalated quickly. Just a mere mutant vagina has now become some scatty dragon.
It's at this point that I'd normally resort to my catchphrase of yum yum, but absolutely not. And it takes its sweet time dying, but hey, we get a 1-up for our hearts, because that's how they... In the Japanese version of the game, they describe it as, you got a heart container, it's like a 1-up for your hearts, or something like that. Like, you can see the words 1-up in, like, block capitals in English text in the Japanese version of the game, and it's kind of crazy.
Oh, I like that you've now gone to the second row of hearts, because you've clearly filled up the first row so well.
Yes. And I suppose I should probably terminate the commentary just for a moment, because... Oh no, we've got cutscene first. There's going to be a bit in a moment where, after we finish recording, I will send you some lines and have you voice act the guy in charge. But
okay.
In the meantime, one fun thing that I know about the way this game's programmed is the reward for beating each dungeon in this part of the game is a medallion themed after each element, and they actually give you the fire medallion about 5 times, and 3 of those times are in that cutscene. Anyway, I should shut up for a moment.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Golden Race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the wild Darunia, turned out to be the great sage of fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take this! This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire. Spirits, and my friendship.
And so, with that undoubtedly brilliant voice work I don't know yet, we are conveyed for the 87th time the fire medallion, except this time we're actually shown to be receiving it, because programming is weird. And I think the forest medallion is the only one that was changed between this version and the 3DS version.
Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers.
I think that's a long enough pause for you to slip something in. But yeah, the forest medallion, I've mentioned it before, they changed it because in this version of the game, it has it's like a wheel with 4 spokes, and they changed it because they thought it looked a bit too much like a swastika. And so they reduced it down to 3. So...
And Link is blonde.
and blue-eyed as well.
Every Nintendo!
I don't know if there'll be time for this, but there probably will be, because we're only up to an hour and 4 minutes of recording, and there's going to be some stuff in between that gets cut out, so it'll be fine. With the Forest Temple, once I finished the dungeon, had that cutscene, but, well, the Forest Temple version of it, that's it. I just sort of... Well, I didn't kick my guest commentator out. It just... Things came to a natural conclusion. Teehee. But we have just enough bonus time, I think, for me to get this while you're still here. And... Oh, that's a point. Since you're not too well acquainted with Zelda games, you won't be too familiar with the Great Fairies, will you?
No.
Well, let me be the first, then, to introduce you to... Well, I mean... I would say one of your own kind, but no. Rather...
What are you trying to say?
Well, judging by this, that you have incredibly pointy titties. And arse as well. just very, very polygon.
This reminds me of the original Lara Croft, where actually if she turned around, she'd poke your eye out with her nipple.
The sort of thing where you could dip the tips in ink and then write with them.
Calligraphy.
And also...
Oh, wow.
Sparkles coming from questionable regions of her scantily clad body.
I have to say that angular body of that fairy is doing nothing for me right now.
I can't say I'm surprised, and wow, Link has no lower torso, his legs just stop. That's a very Cattering Flammer angle, is what I was going to say with that.
Upskirt. Very anime.
And for some reason, this bitch is the Great Fairy of Wisdom, even though she enhances our magic. She has nothing to do with wisdom, and there is a fairy that will give us a wisdom-based power-up later in the game. Game, why are you like this? Anyway, we have double magic now, which would have been so very useful in that dungeon, but swings and roundabouts.
Can you go back and do previous levels and stuff again?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well, once somewhere's open, you can go in it permanently. You can go in and out to your heart's content.
Fab.
So, that's something that I'll come back and do later. I might even drag you back in to co-commentate the 10 seconds I will be spending in there when I come back for later in the game. But until then, I think that is an episode. Well, it's definitely an episode on my part, but I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. Do you have any further words to outro yourself with, dear Fire Sage?
No, thank you very much for having me. Pleasure to meet you all in the stream. Support your Tess Hex.
Agreed. It's been a pleasure having you, and see y'all next time, because I'm so cool I can say words like that. Goodbye!